Now we come to that very special part of our services when we are reminded that it is Jesus who invites us to join him at the table of hope, the banquet of joy, and the feast of love. There is a table set in heaven. And whether it's in the presence of our enemies here on earth or it's in the anticipation of that joyful reunion to come, we know every time we gather at the communion table, we are a part of something larger than ourselves. And in that sense, it is very appropriate that we at times do our communion in this way, because it's not just about being in the same room or at the same table or even eating of the same loaf of bread or drinking out of the same cup. And certainly we're in an era where we're glad we've left behind the common cup, which used to be a practice of churches such as ours. But no, we are in Christ through faith made one at the table because of his invitation. And because of his divine presence with and to and through each of us. So wherever you are, in time or in place, distant from this moment where I am sitting here before my computer and I am sharing the words of institution and the opportunity for you to take up some bread and some juice of the grape and to be a part of this memorial, but even more so, a part of this communion. This oneness with Christ, which we are invited to enjoy at his initiative, at his graceful offer, that in him, God is at work through us to make us one. And so it is, we take up the bread and we remember that Jesus took and blessed and broke and gave. He took and blessed and broke the loaf, the common loaf, the shared loaf of a typical meal in Palestine of his day among Jews preparing to celebrate a Passover. His disciples were there trying to understand what it was Jesus was saying. And he said to them, "Take, eat. This is my body, which is given for you. Eat of it, all of you, in remembrance of me." And in the same manner, Jesus took the cup and he blessed it, saying, "This is the cup of the new covenant in my blood, shed for you and for many for the forgiveness of sin. As often as you drink of this cup, do so in remembrance of me." And the Passover custom was that after they had eaten and drunk together, they went out chanting a song, singing a hymn, as we put it. And there's a special song that Stephen Curtis Chapman and other musician friends of his have done to talk about being together and how we will get through this. And as we're working our way towards the last Sunday in May and Pentecost and the birth of the church and the end of the Easter season, week by week, we hope to have more good news to share, but week by week, we also know we are one and we are together by faith. So as we listen to this last piece of music and as we reflect on this whole service, let us give thanks that through faith, we can indeed be one, that we are in Christ together. Go in peace.